Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, to Lighthouse Theatre's production of Roger and Hammerstein's Cinderella. My name is Alana Lemke, and I'm a support teacher with Heritage Christian Online School and the executive producer of Lighthouse Theatre. Now, Lighthouse Theatre is comprised of 45 gifted students from grades 2 to 12 who love to sing and act and dance, and they're committed to a high standard of excellence. Heritage Christian Online School is a distributed learning school, or what we call a DL school. And that means essentially all of our students are home educated. I have a couple of housekeeping notes before we begin. First of all, if you wouldn't mind powering off your cell phones, that'll give us a grand opportunity to sweep you away into our fairy tale of happily ever afters. We do have a professional videographer and photographer capturing this evening's performance. Therefore, we do ask that you refrain from taking any photographs. We will have a 20-minute intermission, and that gives you a great opportunity to check out our flower fundraiser in the lobby. I would like to offer a few thank yous before we begin. First of all, we have some supporters who have financially backed us in our theatrical endeavors this year. We were blessed with 3 grants, the first one coming from Artists in the Classroom, the second from Artists in Education, and the final one was from our very own H Coast PAC. We also partnered with local businesses, and we're indebted to their serving and helping us. First one being Canex Building Supplies. The other one was Benjamin Moore, Abbotsford Paint and Decorating Center, and Devon Greenhouses. We would like to offer a thank you to the Chilliwack Cultural Center staff, all who were involved. They're an amazing group of people to work with, and we have been blessed to be here this week. As well, I'd like to say a grand thank you to our stellar directors, our production team, our students, and most importantly, our parents. We like to call them our unsung heroes or our secret sauce, who are humbly working behind the scenes all year long to bring this production to life with all the sets and costumes and props. Finally, it's our goal that you leave tonight feeling a little bit inspired to take courage and be kind, for impossible things are happening every day. And finally, it is my joy to present to you our final performance of Lighthouse Theatre's Roger and Hammerstein's Cinderella. Enjoy.
I just wish I was doing something more important with my life.
Worrying about that self-worth again?
Well, it all just comes too easily.
The fact remains, sire, you'll be king, and very soon. When your sainted mother and father passed away and left you in my charge, I promised them that when you came of age, you would be ready for your reign.
I know, Sebastian, I know. And I guess I am ready to be king. It's just, I don't even know who I am yet.
I'm sure it will come to you. Until then, might I suggest faking it?
Really?
You wouldn't be the first, and you wouldn't be the last.
To the castle.
To the castle. Still these questions. Nag, nag, nag. No, not you, Buttercup. I just wonder. Me, who am I? A far from perfect guy. A bum who wants to do what's right, but often does what's wrong. A kid whose voice is way off key, but loves to sing a song. A guy who dreams like a lion, but wakes up like a lamb. Me, who am I but the guy I am? That's whom I.
His Royal Highness Christopher Rupert,
Slayer of dragons, pitiless to ogres, destroyer of ribbons and giants, no friend to your
Dragon!
nice to the needy, sportsman and poet,
A guy who dreams like a lion, but wakes up
like a lamb. Me, who am I but the guy I am?
He's our hero.
Oh, stop.
Such perfection.
That's very kind of you.
He's the kind of guy that we all like to be.
I really appreciate that.
What's the use of self-reflection?
Too much.
Church bells will ring when you are king. People will sing. There is no one quite like me. His Royal Highness
How am I?
Christopher Rupert,
A far from perfect guy. A jerk who wants to do what's right, but often does what's wrong. A kid whose voice is way off key, but loves to sing a song. A guy who dreams like a lion, but wakes up like a lamb. Me, who am I but the guy I am? That's who am I. That's who am I. What a guy.
You there, impoverished person. Fetch us some water.
Yes, sir.
Don't talk to her that way. How do you know she's poor?
Look at her. She's filthy.
Here you are, sire.
Why, thank you, young lady. That's very kind of you.
It's just water.
Give her some money.
Really?
Yes, it's charity. You have things, she doesn't. So you're gonna give her some of your things, so she doesn't have a revolution and take all of yours.
Spare change. Any spare change.
The moment charity is mentioned, out comes every layabout.
Why, here you are, old woman.
Oh, thank you. Bless you, kind sir.
Be careful, my lord. Some of the very poorest have weapons.
Be gone with you.
No! Good sirs! That is merely crazy Marie. She lives in the woods and comes to town only to gather what others throw away. She is gentle in every way, sweet and delicate, but nuts.
Oh, she is harmless, I can tell. Sebastian, Lord Pinkleton, sheath your swords. You are a good friend to Marie. How lucky she is to have true friends such as you. I wish I had a true friend.
I'm standing right here.
Shall we journey on?
Very well, Lord Pinkleton. Be well, young lady.
Oh, I don't want charity.
Well, take it then as a gift, in admiration of a true friend in this world. Buttercup? Oh, right, sorry. Lot on my mind.
return the favor.
Oh, I didn't do it to have a favor returned.
I have a shawl here that only has a few holes and smells of cabbage. You can wear it.
Not necessary. What a handsome man that was. So kind and generous.
That is but not a man. That is Prince Topher, the slayer of giants and dragons. He has just returned to us from university. He is to be crowned king.
That man? A world leader? But he appears to have a heart, mind, and soul. Marie, it can't be. You're crazy.
Yes, I am. But that does not change the fact that he is our very own Prince Topher, and he has returned to be our ruler. Look at your coin, dear.
Why, it is him. From the left. Such silly ears. And the crown doesn't help things. He should wear a floppy hat. Here, Marie, please take this coin. Buy yourself something warm to eat.
Why is it always the very poorest who are the most generous? It breaks my heart.
Here is our Jean-Michel. He will spout gibberish now and bore us.
Oh, be nice. Good day, Jean-Michel.
And do you know why the poor are the kindest, Ella and Crazy Marie?
No, but I have a feeling you're about to be most forthcoming.
Because it is a corrupt system with a smashed moral compass.
You will forgive me if I just stagger about and mutter.
Today, I will be going alone to the castle to protest the corruption that riddles our government. You must come with me.
Cinderella!
That is Madame and a stepmother.
I shall shout to the prince. He'll have no choice but to listen.
You are in harm's way.
I've a vision for what this kingdom could be.
Cinderella, lazy stepdaughter. Help me with my parcels this instant. Cinderella, help me with my package. Careful, careful. No one knows the extreme torture I'm subjected to. I'm ignoring that. Charlotte, Gabrielle, come, daughters, come. We're here, Mama.
We are exhausted, being as beautiful as we look.
Cinderella, idle girl, help our stepsisters with their shrewd purchases. Into the house, daughters. The real ones. Madame isn't always terrible. I mean, sometimes she, sleeps.
Gabrielle, I have brought from university a book for you with pictures on how people in other lands live and how they govern. Norway, Italy, Japan.
I have, mentioned my interest in these things only in passing, and you have brought a whole book? Couldn't you?
And 4 days from now, I would like to take you on a date. I am organizing a soup kitchen. We need someone to stir and ladle.
Gabrielle? Do not talk to that man. We are teetering precariously between upper middle class and lower upper class. You cannot be seen talking with a revolutionary. Into the house this instant.
Why do I care? Why do I try? I will never be good enough for her. I will take this book and I will burn it.
Why not give the book to dear Ella?
If it's quite all right, Jean-Michel, I would love to look at your book about how other countries live.
And here, Ella, take it. We'll go on my way alone and live my own life. I'm a loner. You're coming with me, right?
Of course.
Good.
A book. It's been so long since I've owned something, just me.
Cinderella, get in there and clean the kitchen.
I've just finished.
Then the beds must.
The beds are turned down and your bed clothing is all laid out.
Well, where did you get that book?
Jean-Michel just gave it to me.
Oh, so nice. How people just give you gifts. Still daddy's little girl. What is this doing here?
That's my father's coat.
It's rags.
No, but it's all I have to remember him by.
It's rags now. Clean the porch with these rags.
I'm as mild and as meek as a mouse. When I hear a command, I obey. But I know of a spot in my house where no one can stand in my way. In my own little corner, in my own little chair, I can be whatever I want to be. On the wing of my fancy, I can fly anywhere, and the world will open its arms to me. I'm a young Norwegian princess or a milkmaid. I'm the greatest prima donna in Milan. I'm an heiress who has always had her silk made by her own flock of silkworms in Japan. I'm a girl, men go mad for love's a game I can play with the cool and confident kind of air. Just as long as I stay in my own little corner, all alone in my own little chair. Oh! I can be whatever I want to be. I'm a thief in Calcutta. I'm a queen in Peru. I'm a mermaid dancing upon the sea. I'm a huntress on an African safari. It's a dangerous type of sport, and yet it's fun. In the night I sally forth to seek my quarry, and I find I forgot to bring my gun. I am lost in the jungle all alone and unarmed when I meet a lioness in her lair. Then I'm glad to be back in my own little corner, all alone in my own little chair. I can be whatever I want to be.
Just as long as I stay in my own little corner. All alone in my own little chair.
Your Majesty, a list of lords entreating thee.
A list of lords entreating thee with what? With what?
105 requests.
That seems a lot. I'll take this. Your Majestic Highness, in honor of your upcoming coronation, I proudly proclaim your kingdom a land of plenty and bounty. May I have the imprimatur of your ring on this other announcement?
Oh, right, sorry. What is it for?
It's complicated. Do you really want me to go into it?
Listen!
What was that?
You must take responsibility for your actions.
Who's that shouting from the other side of the moat?
The people are being treated unfairly by your government.
He seems upset. Rabble-rouser, ignore him. I have this new law which forbids any... Actually, if you give me the ring, it would save the trip.
Shouldn't we listen to what he has to say? I mean, people were never upset with Mom and Dad, were they?
Your parents had the good fortune of being royalty in a time of plenty. But since their unfortunate demise, I've done my best to run this country. I've done my best to raise you in the finest schools.
Hello, I'm talking here.
We should invite him up for a talk.
Ignore him.
I will not give up. If you won't listen, I'll shout this to the town square.
Shout this to the town square. Perhaps it's time for a distraction.
Oh, what kind of distraction?
A royal wedding.
Wow. And does that work?
Like a dream, every time.
But who will get married?
Well, you.
Me. Oh, that's just silly. I don't know any girls. I went to an all-boys school off in the woods and then attended an all-male university on an island. Why did you do that to me?
For this happy day, I will find you a bride.
Oh, this is nonsense. How are you going to find me a bride?
A magnificent ball. Dancing.
What?
Every eligible young woman who can afford a gown will attend. That is a wonderful selection process right there. If you can't afford a gown, you have no business marrying a prince. Now, you will dance with every girl, and at the stroke of midnight, everyone will remove their masks, and you will have found your bride.
That's fast.
King and queen on the throne, I'm here to guide you through all of your decisions. It's really a win-win.
But how could any woman fall in love with me so quickly?
A valid question, which we shall answer sometime soon. Lord Pinkleton, I want you to tell this to all. A pronouncement, an announcement. His Royal Highness Christopher Rupert.
Please don't say my full name.
Vladimir, Carl
that's so
Alexander,
embarrassing.
Francois Reginald, Lancelot Herman. Herman. Gregory James is giving a ball.
Now is the time to act. No other time will do. Live and play your part, don't give away your heart, don't take what the world gives you. Now is the time to live. No other time is real. Yesterday has gone, tomorrow is a guess. Today you can see and feel. No, listen! Tradespeople, tinkers, and fishmongers. I shout to the prince, but he ignores me. If he and Sebastian can take the land of the very poor, it's only a matter of time before he takes from all of us. For you just can't wait to be served by fate on a silver plate or a tray. Now is the time of your life. The time of your life is today.
The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball. Hey, a ball, and that's not all. The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball. Hey, His Royal Highness Christopher Rupert James is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball.
Hello, I'm talking here. Now is the time to act. No other time will do. The prince is giving a ball. A ball! Now is the time to live. No other time is real.
The prince is giving a ball.
But he's giving a ball.
His Royal Highness Christopher Rupert, Windermere Vladimir, Carl Alexander, Francois Reginald, Lancelot Herman, Gregory James is giving a ball.
The prince is giving a what?
The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball. His Majesty has this decree: to attend the ball, all one requires is an invitation and suitably fashionable attire. And the prince shall choose a woman from the ball to be his bride. That means anyone can be the queen.
So will he want a taller girl?
Or will he want a stronger girl? Or will he want a smaller girl?
The prince is giving a ball.
I wish I were a bolder girl.
I wish I were a younger girl.
I wish I were an older girl.
The prince is giving a ball.
I wish a lot of things I don't wish anymore. And now I wish a lot of things I've never wished before. I wish I had, I wish I could, wish I might, I wish
diddly-dee, fiddly-faddly-faddle. All the wishes in the world are poppycock and twaddle. The prince is giving a ball.
Cinderella, when you finish tightening delicate Charlotte's corset,
I can taste my lunch.
we must move on to Gabrielle's hair. It's beginning to look, I fear, like a Bavarian pretzel. Cinderella! Cinderella! Cinderella. Such an amusing name. I crack myself up. She sits by the cinders of the fire, and her name is Ella. So I call her Cinderella. Why don't I have any friends?
Face it, Mama. You are well versed in the art of ridicule.
I do have a flair for it, don't I, actual daughters? Watch and learn. Cinderella, hurry! Get dressed. Get ready for the ball. You're going to find a husband. Am I? Ridicule. Who caught it?
I did.
That's terrible. Oh. Who can that be? And at this hour, everyone clear out of here while I deal with this imbecile. And Cinderella, get that dress on Charlotte. What brand of idiot would? What? Sebastian, what an unexpected delight.
Madame, I have but a moment, but I invite you to hang upon my every word.
Invitation accepted.
Tonight's ball will be in masks. The prince will be in a white mask. What color mask will your daughter Gabrielle be wearing?
Why, pink?
If the daughter is anything like the mother, I think the pink mask and the white mask should meet and fall in love.
Are you implying what I'm inferring?
Your daughter is all part of my master plan.
You're brilliant.
You are perceptive. I shall see you at the ball. Together, I shall make this so.
Daughters, come. Daughters, come. Oh, my Gabrielle, my Gabrielle. Just look at you. You too, Charlotte. But really, look at Gabrielle. Cinderella, fetch the orange box. From Venice, a piece of glass spun to perfection, more valuable than diamonds. Each of us shall wear the tiniest bit of hand-blown Venetian glass. Allow me to place this tiny bauble around the neck of my courageous Charlotte. Allow me to place this tiny bauble around the neck of my beautiful daughter, Gabrielle. Cinderella, fetch the perfume. Come, two daughters that count. Finish getting ready. Who can that be? Must be good news.
Good evening, Madame. Gabrielle, please forgive me for interrupting your momentous evening. For the ball tonight, I thought you might desire to bring these wild flowers. I picked them myself.
Thank you, Jean-Michel. They're so beautiful.
And for the mother of the most perfect girl in all of God's creation, I have gathered these myself.
You are not welcome here. Out of my house.
Would you perhaps consider...
Leave and take your simple pleasures with you.
Madame, don't be mean. That was so nice.
No. Plans. There are plans. Plans that do not include include Mr. Soapbox.
He means well, and I think he likes me.
Let me tell you about love. Miss, flowers in your hand and dreams in your head. I married your father for love. He died and I cried. Then I married Cinderella's father for money. He died and I got a house. 7:30? Ball preparations. Double time. Cinderella, my shoes. Charlotte, how do your sister's face? Can't see. Venetian glass.
I'm hungry.
Gabrielle, feed the baby. Cinderella, my cloak. Expensive bracelet, necklace, hair. Then the prince we shall ensnare. Are we worthy? Yes. Yes. To battle, the crown is ours to lose. Posture, posture. Expensive bracelet, necklace, hair. Then the prince we shall ensnare. Expensive bracelet, necklace, hair. Then the prince we shall ensnare. Invitations. To the castle, lovely daughters. This is the night everything changes. Off to the ball. Expensive bracelet, necklace, hair. Bracelet, necklace, hair. Cinderella's not going anywhere.
One of the flowers in the bouquet was a wild rose. Its thorn scratched my lip. Yup, I'm bleeding. Should go up to the prince, scratch his lip.
Oh, now.
Make him drink lemonade, ha ha. It'll sting.
That's just cruel.
Enough of taking things as they are. Now is the time for us to march up to the palace. The peasants, the tradespeople, and finally get the prince to start listening. Instead of having his fancy ball.
You should do that. You should march up to the prince and talk to him.
He won't listen to me. He uses his castle to hide from the truth. Him meeting me will never happen. The only thing funnier is you going to the ball. Why don't you just go to the ball and ask the prince when he's gonna start noticing that his people are being evicted from their land? Ha! That's absurd.
Oh, Jean-Michel, I could go to the prince and he might listen to me. And if I had a ball gown, I think I might look sort of nice. I am in the royal palace of all places when I meet the finest prince you've ever seen. And the color of my two stepsisters' faces is a queer sort of sour apple green. I am coy and flirtatious when alone with the prince. I'm the belle of the ball in my own little corner, all alone in my own little
Roll and fiddle-dee-dee, fiddle-dee-faddle-dee-faddle. All the witches in the world are poppycock and twaddle.
Oh, crazy Marie, are you mocking me with your gibberish?
Yes. Fol-de-rol and fiddle-dee-dee, fiddle-dee-faddle-dee-foodle. All the cream is in the world are dizzy in the noodle.
Well, so what if I do have a dream to see the prince again and tell him what life in his kingdom is really like and what it could be?
Exactly. And then to have him fall in love with you.
No one will fall in love with me. Why do you come and visit me tonight?
I just knew I would find you in the same little chair, in the pale pink mist of a foolish dream.
I am being foolish.
Then be foolish with me. What would you dream of?
An invitation to the ball, I guess.
Right here. There's an invitation.
What? But it's torn.
Don't wait for everything to be perfect. Just go. Now, what else would you dream of?
A white gown, I imagine. A beautiful white gown, sewn up with pearls and jewels, and a tiara of diamonds.
And on your feet?
Why, the most beautiful grosgrain pumps, I'd imagine.
No, better. The Venetian glass that your stepmother so loves in her trinkets and baubles. An entire pair of shoes made only of Venetian glass.
Oh, how silly! I'd be the envy of all. But how would I get to the ball,
Well, you see that pumpkin over there?
Yes?
I'll turn it into a golden carriage.
Oh, and horses.
Those mice strapped in this cage.
And a fox as a footman and a raccoon as a driver. Oh, you are crazy, Marie. Why, in order to do that, you would have to be a fairy godmother. You're a crazy woman. What are you doing in that beautiful gown?
You'd be surprised how many beautiful gowns have crazy women in them.
Are you really my fairy godmother?
But of course, my child. Actually, I'm everyone's fairy godmother. But you are the only one who has shown me charity, generosity, and kindness. And now I must make all the dreams we joked about come true.
But that's so improbable. Implausible.
Impossible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. Impossible for a plain country bumpkin and a prince to join in marriage. And 4 white mice will never be 4 white horses. Such folderol and fiddle-dee-dee of courses. Impossible. The world is full of zanies and fools who don't believe in sensible rules and won't believe what sensible people say. And because these daft and dewy-eyed dopes keep building up impossible hopes, impossible things are happening every day.
Impossible.
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 Impossible. But if you could be a beggar woman not 5 minutes ago, and now you are my fairy godmother, then anything is possible, right?
I suppose so.
Then you could change it all. You could make it all happen.
No, my dear, you could change it all. You could make it all happen.
No, never. I couldn't.
You're right. It's all so impossible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carrot.
But you just said
impossible for a plain country bumpkin and a prince to join in marriage. And 4 white mice will never be 4 white horses. Such folderol and fiddle-dee-dee of courses. Impossible.
But the world is full of zanies and fools who don't believe in sensible rules and won't believe what sensible people say.
And because these daft and dewy-eyed dopes keep building up impossible hopes, impossible things are happening every day. as promised in our laughter, glass slippers. Now, Cinderella, I must tell you, all of this magic is very powerful, but it will end at midnight tonight. Now, go to the ball in the name of every girl who has ever wished to go to a ball in a beautiful dress. Go in the name of every girl who has ever wished to change the world she lived in. Go with the promise of possibility.
It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. It's possible for a plain country bumpkin and a prince to join in marriage. And four white mice are easily turned to horses. Such folderol and fiddle-dee-dee of courses. Quite possible. For the world is full of zanies and fools who don't believe in sensible rules and won't believe what sensible people say. And because he's daft and doing, I don't keep building up impossible hopes. Impossible things are happening every day. It's possible.
It's possible.
It's possible.
It's possible.
It's possible.
It's possible.
Sebastian, honestly, only 201 women to go.
So, which one is it?
Which one is which?
Duh, the prince. Which is the prince? I mean, come on. What do you think I'm here for? The free food.
Well, a good time. A dance, perhaps.
Wrong answer. I got my royalty on my mind. So, which one is he here?
Well, maybe it's me.
Not likely. You're no prince. You're ordinary.
What makes you think I'm ordinary?
Well, we're doing a gavotte, and you can't even keep the beat. When we get to the waltz, you're gonna trip over your two left feet and land on your flat little bottom. End of discussion.
Hope to talk to you later.
I've moved on.
How do you do?
How do, you do?
A lovely dance, isn't it? I hope my dancing is all right.
Oh, your dancing is absolutely princely. Oh, let that one slip out.
So you know.
I would know a wise and handsome prince anywhere.
Well, the last girl did not know.
You're kidding! Well, thanks for the heads up.
I think she does now.
Well,
So,
what can you tell me about yourself?
what would it please you to know, Your Highness?
Well, what are your interests?
Anything you're interested in, Your Highness.
Okay, creepy.
Your majestic highness. Just because I was playing hard to get doesn't mean I'm hard to get.
Okay, really creepy. Sebastian, I can't do this anymore. I'm sorry.
Why don't you love me?
It's fine.
I'm the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. You're so beautiful.
It's time to play ridicule. Everyone, take sides.
What happened to the nice girl?
Ignore her. We're playing ridicule. You get to be the judge. 2 circles spin, and when the music stops, 2 players out-ridicule each other. Let's find you a bride.
Bum dee bum 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 dee bum bum.
Oh, but my dear, I love that dress, no matter how many times I see it. I remember when that dress was first in fashion, when I was a young girl.
Please do not speak of your childhood, as I have not but a copy of the Old Testament to follow along.
What do you even call that?
Well, it's awfully sophisticated.
Sophisticated? It just seems like cruelty.
Sophisticated cruelty. There's a slight difference. I keep forgetting what it is.
I don't think I want to play this game.
And here we have another round at the ready.
Bum dee bum 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 dee bum bum. 1 and 2 and 3.
Age before beauty. You first, dear.
You have such a beautiful speaking voice. Have you ever considered reciting poetry? Say it.
What? Do it. The anticipation is killing me. Do the ridicule. Why did you say that?
Oh, no reason. I just really like your speaking voice and think it would sound wonderful reciting a poem. I also love the feather in your hair. It's a lovely color for you.
Why are you doing this to me?
What is this bewitchery you practice?
It's just kindness.
Kindness.
Yes, kindness is practiced now in all the great courts. Ridicule isn't done anywhere anymore. It's all kindness now, even in the French courts.
Kindness.
Yes, you know, compassion.
Who was that strange woman?
I don't know who she is, but she is very, very wealthy. Did you see her feet? Shoes made of Venetian glass. My resentment is all-consuming.
Kindness. You must all try it.
Well, I'll be the first. Kindness. How lovely it is to have a pleasant girl such as yourself in our courts.
Thank you. And it's an honor to be here at this wonderful party you're throwing.
It's like every time they speak, a part of me dies.
This room is filled with some of the most beautiful women I have ever seen.
I just saw the vanilla cake on the buffet! Oh, I love vanilla cake! Thank you to whoever made it!
This court is alive with laughter and warmth.
It is much like the ring of Prince Topher's parents. May his reign be a continuation of theirs.
Those were glorious days.
But so are these.
Yeah. Look at these magnificent guests.
Scrumptious.
Oh, you are so kind. You make me wish I were a better person. There is something familiar about you. I wonder what that is.
I admire how you've changed everything around, and yet I'm so comfortable with you, as if I've met you before. 10 minutes ago, I saw you. I looked up when you came through the door. My head started reeling, you gave me the feeling the room had no ceiling or floor. 10 minutes ago, I met you, and we murmured our how do you do's. I wanted to ring out the bells and fling out my arms and to sing out the news. I have found her, she's an angel with the dust of the stars in her eyes. We are dancing, we are flying, and she's taking me back to the skies. In the arms of my love, I'm flying over mountain and meadow and glen. And I like it so well that for all I can tell, I may never come down again. I'm sorry to be so effusive. I'm not usually this way around somebody I've just met. But events like this, it just seems like, what am I doing here?
I feel the same.
Like such a phony.
So do I.
You do?
Yes.
Why me too. My name is...
Topher, short for Christopher. Yes, I know.
Have we met before?
Yes, and we're seeing each other for the first time right now. 10 minutes ago, I met you, and we murmured our how do you do's. I wanted to ring out the bells and fling out my arms and to sing out the news. I have found him, I have found him. In the arms of my love, I'm flying over mountain and meadow and glen. And I like it so well that for all I can tell, I may never come down again. I may never come down to earth again. to, but I must go.
Wait, don't go.
Prince Topher, there's something I need to tell you. You must open your eyes to what's happening in your kingdom. The poor are having their land taken away. You must help them. You must.
Wait, how can you say that's kind? That's not kindness.
This has all been so wonderful. You are so wonderful, but I must go.
Wait, young lady, where are you going? Stop!
Your Highness! Your Highness!
Charlotte? Gabrielle?
I don't even know your name! Wait! I don't even know your name!
Your Highness! Your Highness!
Sebastian! She's run off! She left in a golden carriage! We have to go after her!
Madame, we will take your carriage.
We haven't the room.
Leave one of your daughters behind then.
After her! She's my destiny!
Fine, but what just happened? No, seriously, what just happened? Why would a fellow want a girl like her, a frail and fluffy beauty? Why can't a fellow ever once prefer a solid girl like me? She's a frothy little bubble with a flimsy kind of charm, and with very little trouble, I could break her little arm. Ow! Ow! Why would a fellow want a girl like her, so obviously unusual? Why can't a fellow ever once prefer a usual girl like me?
Her cheeks are a pretty shade of pink,
but not any pinker than her roses.
Her skin may be delicate and soft,
but not any softer than a doze's.
her neck is no wider than a swan.
She's only as dainty as a daisy. She's only as graceful as a bird. So why is a fellow going crazy? Oh, why would a fellow want a girl like her? A girl who's merely lovely. Why can't a fellow ever once prefer a girl who's merely me? What's the matter with a man? What's the matter with a man? What's the matter with a man?
Footwear is now falling from the sky.
It's gone! The golden carriage has taken a shortcut right through the forest. Gentlemen, lanterns! We must find her if it's the last thing we do! She's my lady!
Yes, he's witty, so disarming, and I really like the way he holds a room. Clever, cunning, ever charming. How do I make him see I'm special? Aww, it's a pity.
It's a pity.
I'm as pretty.
I'm as pretty.
Plus I've got the patience of a perfect saint. So I'm waiting. Always waiting, never go west. I'm in a mess, loosen my dress. Help me, I'm starting to
Why
faint.
can't a fellow want a girl like her? A girl who is a daisy. Why can't a fellow ever once prefer
A high-strung girl like me. Her cheeks are a pretty shade of pink.
What's the matter
but not any pinker than a rose's. Her skin may be delicate and soft, but not any softer than a doze's. Her neck is no whiter than the swan's. She's only as dangerous as a daisy. She's only as graceful as a bird. So why is the fellow going crazy? Oh, why would a fellow want a girl like her? A girl who's merely lovely. Why can't the fellow ever once prefer a girl who's merely me?
What's the matter with the man? What's the matter with the man? What's the matter with the man?
She's a matter, let me at her!
What's the matter with the man? What's the matter with the man? What's the matter with the man?
Your Majesty!
Lord Pickleton, where is she?
There are reports along the eastern road of a golden carriage.
10 minutes ago, I held her.
Your Majesty, we saw the carriage. And this I cannot explain. Simply flew off into the mist.
Impossible, I know.
Impossible? Then we shall do the impossible.
10 minutes ago, we were dancing in the palace of all places, and her gown was like a cloud of snowy white. How the moonlight shone its beam upon our faces. Then she vanished like a phantom in the night. I just know I will find her. She's the girl of my dreams, and the thrill is more than my heart can bear.
Look, a carriage!
That's the one! That's it! After her! To the west!
He was tall, very tall, and his eyes were clear and blue. He was slim, very slim, in his coat of snowy hue. When we walked across the ballroom floor, it was like a thing divine. And all the ladies turned their heads, and naturally I turned mine. The chandeliers were shooting stars, the drums and horns and soft guitars were sounding more like nightingales. The window curtains blew like sails, and I was floating just above the floor, feeling slightly taller than before. He was tall, very tall.
When I left this house in my carriage, I was quite convinced that my daughter was going to be queen, and I would never have to come back here to this. And well, I'm back here to this.
Was the ball a disappointment, Madame?
The prince, despite his being well-born and raised with great care by our Lord Protector, showed the most appalling manners. Appalling! He spent the entire evening talking and dancing with some little nobody.
How did Gabrielle and Charlotte take that?
The prince has fallen head over heels for someone else. If he keeps this up, I may not want to go out with him.
What was going on in His Royal Highness's thick skull?
The way he looked at her, with respect. I hope no man ever looks at me that way.
If that woman had any morality or sense of what's right in this world, she never would have appeared at the ball at all. But can you imagine how she must have felt tonight? Oh, arriving at the ball and meeting the man of her dreams. I cannot, for my mind has no place for the puerile or rank. Oh, I can imagine it.
I think I can imagine it.
I can imagine it, and I have no imagination.
When you're driving through the moonlight on the highway, when you're driving through the moonlight to the dance, you are breathless with the wild anticipation of adventure and excitement and romance. When at last you see the towers of the palace, silhouetted on a sky above the park, and below them is a row of lighted windows, like a lovely diamond necklace in the dark.
It looks that way.
The way you say, she talks as if she knows.
I do not know, these things are so, I only just suppose. I suppose that when you come into the ballroom, and the room itself is floating in the air, If you're suddenly confronted by His Highness, you are frozen like a statue on the stair. You're afraid He'll hear the way your heart is beating, and you know you mustn't make the first advance. You are seriously thinking of retreating, then you seem to hear Him asking you to dance. You make a bow, a timid bow, and shyly answer yes.
How would you know that this is so?
I do no more than guess.
You can guess till you're blue in the face, but you can't even picture such a man. He is more than a prince. He's an ace.
But sisters, I really think I can.
And what?
I think that I can picture such a man. He is tall, straight as a lance, and his hair is light and wavy. His eyes can melt you with a glance.
He can turn a girl to gravy.
Oh, and I can imagine it.
I imagine it too.
This squinting isn't my sinus condition. It's me imagining it.
I am throwing caution to the wind. I am imagining it as well. Can you imagine how that girl must be feeling when dancing with the prince? A lovely night, a lovely night, a finer night you know you'll never see. You meet your prince, a charming prince, as charming as a prince will ever be. The stars in the hazy heaven tremble above you while he's whispering, darling, I love you. You say goodbye, away you fly, but on your lips you keep a kiss. All your life you'll dream of this lovely, lovely night.
Charlotte, play the pianoforte.
Okay, but it's not gonna be good. A lovely night, a finer night you know you'll never see. La 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 la. You meet your prince, a charming prince, as charming as a prince will ever be. La 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 la.
The stars in a hazy heaven tremble above you while he is whispering, darling, I love you. You say goodbye, away you fly, but on your lips you keep a kiss. All your life you dream of this lovely, lovely night. The stars in a hazy heaven tremble above you while he's whispering, darling, I love you. You say goodbye, away you fly, but on your lips you keep a kiss. All your life you'll dream of this lovely, 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 lovely night.
Isn't it wonderful how the needy just keep on going? Get up! Put away the whatever you call it. The only thing I have to comfort me after this disastrous evening is knowing that the prince seemed so completely devastated when his dream date ran away.
Oh, it was hilarious. The powder room was full of yammering as we were leaving. Why did the girl run away? My feeling, Is that close up? She was physically unappealing.
To bed, lovely daughters. Cinderella, you stay here and clean up this pigsty of a parlor. And why is there a pumpkin on the table? It makes no design sense.
Is there, anything else you would like to know about the ball, Ella?
Oh no, it sounded like a really marvelous ball. I just wish I could have been there.
How do you know that all of that happened at the ball earlier this evening?
Oh, I just supposed it. Imagined it. Had a vision.
Interesting. Quick! How many fingers?
2?
3! Fascinating. Where are your visions now?
You're being silly. You're just picking on me because I said the prince was wearing a white jacket.
You didn't say that, and he was! Something's going on here!
You're being absurd. More than usual. I need to finish up.
Let me help you with that.
Your hands are so calloused and rough from work. Just like the hand of the woman I shook this evening who danced with the prince. I don't know, it was you tonight, wasn't it? It was you. How did you dance in glass shoes?
Wait!
You won't tell the others, will you? Madame and Charlotte?
No, never.
Are you mad at me that I stole the prince from you?
I will confess a secret to you. I never loved the prince, or even liked him. There's someone else I want.
Oh, how wonderful for you! Who is it?
Well, Madame hates him.
Madame hating him doesn't narrow down the field. Who is it?
If I promise to keep your secret of the prince, do you promise to keep my secret of my forbidden love?
I can, and I will.
It's Jean-Michel, the firebrand.
Oh, he's a good man and seems angry for all the right reasons.
He wants to change the world and make it a better place, and you gotta love a guy like that.
You may one day win Jean-Michel, but I will never win Prince Topher. If he saw me as I truly am, he would never want me.
Now that is not true. He would love you for who you truly are.
I don't see how.
Well, if Madame ever saw me with Jean-Michel, I shudder to think of what she might do. Are you sure you can keep my secret?
I can, and you can keep mine. We shall have a secret that will make us
conspirators,
friends,
sisters.
May we both find our loves
and our lives.
The stars in a hazy heaven, trembling above me,
danced when he promised always to love me.
The day came through.
Away I flew, but on my lips he left a kiss.
All my life I'll dream of this.
Lovely, lovely, lovely night.
I wake in the loneliness of sunrise, when the deep purple heaven turns blue, and start to pray as I pray each day that I'll hear some word from you. I lie in the loneliness of evening, looking out on a silver flake sea, and ask the moon, oh how soon will my love come home to me? I have found her. She's an angel with the dust of the stars in her eyes. We are dancing and flying, and she's taking me back to the skies. I lie in the loneliness of evening, looking out on a silver-flaked sea, and ask the moon, oh, how soon will my love come home to me? Will my love come home to me?
Honestly, sire, 3 nights in a row you search, and here it is, 4 o'clock in the morning. It is as if you're testing my good nature. The second the woman ran off, and we all must admit, seems to imply she has a police record, the second she is gone, you don't want to dance with any of the other girls.
Sebastian, are there people in this kingdom that are having their land taken from them?
If there were, I would tell you.
Well, do they need our help?
Everyone donated joyfully. Ignore this talk. Where did you hear it?
The girl.
I don't know she is to be trusted. Please, come back to the castle. The work is piling up.
No, well, no. Something's not right.
Very well. The ring, sire.
Oh, right. Sorry. What is it you're stamping this time?
Nothing. Hardly worth troubling your beautiful mind.
Well, let me read it.
I should explain before.
I'll read this on my own.
Your Majestic Highness, let's go back to the castle and allow me to drop some
I'm reading
coverage.
this now, thank you.
But...
And that'll be all, Sebastian. I'll let you know if I need anything explained. Sebastian!
Sire,
how could you do this in my name?
I was maintaining this life for you. Without my watchful eye, you should be a pauper. Would you like that?
I want that girl. The one that talked to me. I want to talk to that girl.
A troublemaker.
We'll have another ball. A banquet, and she'll come to that.
She won't show. This is lunacy.
She will come. Now, we are going to have a banquet tonight, and I want you to invite everybody in the kingdom.
Don't forget who you're talking to.
And don't you forget who you're talking to. Now, we are having a banquet tonight, and I'm finding that girl.
Very well, sire. She won't come. You don't even know her name. And if she really thought you're worthy of all her high ideals, she would have stayed, wouldn't she?
A banquet!
The prince is looking dreamy-eyed. He has since having the ball. And still he wants to find his bride, the one he lost at the ball. Spread the word throughout the land. The prince is giving a banquet. It is his wish that the woman he met at the ball will attend. As for the rest of us, what can I say? There's gonna be ham. Talk it back to me. And of course, I want to keep an eye on what women are there. I'm not giving up control this time. Spread the word.
His Royal Highness Christopher Rupert James is giving a banquet tonight. Invitation only.
A banquet? Tonight? Cinderella, where are you? Cinderella, where can you be?
His Royal Highness Christopher Rupert, dopey and dreamy-eyed, can't find his lady, hoping to see her, asking where is she?
Cinderella, where is she?
Gregory James is giving
a banquet? How can the prince do this? It seems cruelty beyond measure. 2 significant social events in 1 week? Now, granted, I've never looked lovelier, but my physical perfection comes at a price. Feather! That's what it was. Cinderella, where is my feather?
Psst. Don't tell Madame you have the feather just yet. Yes, I know she'll be abusive later, but trust me, this shall be worth it. I am going to tell Madame that I am sick.
Oh, would you like
I'm not actually sick. I'm pretending. Just like when Charlotte was little and she used to pretend to be sick to get out of things she didn't like the 3rd and 4th grades. I will be sick just as we are leaving for the carriage, Madame, and Charlotte will go without me. I shall then change back into my regular clothes and meet my secret crush on Michel. I am taking him up on his offer to work in a soup kitchen.
A soup kitchen.
I get to ladle. You heard me. And guess what will happen to this beautiful dress and invitation? Why, I shall loan them to you. You shall go in my stead and meet the prince and fall in love and get married and exact revenge on Madame and try to keep Jean-Michel in the stockade. No, the way my mind works.
Cinderella, I can't find my feather.
And, don't worry about Madame. She never notices anything that isn't her.
Your feather is right here, Madame. Why did you not tell me you had the feather, foolish child? Charlotte, make haste, child. Those shoes are delicate and dainty.
My feet burn with the heat of 100 suns.
To the carriage, daughters.
Oh, Madame! I must have eaten something that disagrees with me.
No, this can't prevent me from going to the banquet tonight.
Go. You go without me. Let Charlotte meet the prince and steal him from the homely girl at the ball. Let Charlotte become queen.
I think I can make that work.
I shall do this battle with only half my troops. Cinderella, fetch the physician. If Gabrielle is better, send her to the castle immediately. And Gabrielle, get better. I insist on it. Keep your invitation.
Thank you, Mother. I'll come if I'm feeling better.
Not on the dress! Charlotte, the carriage awaits.
Okay, quickly. I'll change. You knock on the door.
It knocked back.
Well, then open it.
Hello, Ella.
Hello, Jean-Michel.
I am sick of hiding in the shadows like a fearful person.
Would you rather see Madame?
Hiding is nice.
How are you this evening?
I'm going out with Gabrielle and I'm wound up like a tick. Tonight, she and I will go to the greengrocer and beg him for whatever scraps he might have. Then we shall slave over a hot stove and serve a meal to the very poorest. I do hope she's not expecting that much fun every night.
Good evening, Jean-Michel.
Good evening, Gabrielle. I much prefer you in the simple attire. You no longer look like a carnival attraction.
You speak such kind words to me all the day long. And what of the soup kitchen this evening?
Our first responsibility is with the poor. Then we shall march up to the palace steps and I will speak to the prince. We only have one thing to worry about.
What's that?
That he'll even speak to me.
Well, Ella might be of some help. You know, she's talked to the prince.
What? Ella has talked to the prince?
She went to the ball, and they were talking about the kingdom and how to make things better. And tonight, she's going to the banquet.
The world has turned upside down. But do you know what this means? If Ella talked to the prince, that means I can talk to him. and he'll be open to my suggestions. What do you call this feeling I have?
Optimism.
Optimism. I have to do this more often.
You can march up to the prince and talk to him.
I can march up to the prince and talk to him.
You can be a leader.
I can be a leader.
You can be my boyfriend.
I can be your wrong. Left turn. What are you doing?
This seems very counter-revolutionary.
Well, I like the man who wants to change the world, but I also like the man who brought me flowers.
Who brought you flowers? Oh, I did. No, I couldn't.
You just said so. Optimism.
Optimism?
Let yourself go.
Yes. I could be your boyfriend?
Yes.
Yes. Am I your boyfriend?
Yes. So that's how it is? My own daughter. My flesh and blood. Deceiving me with someone so decidedly unsuitable. I had plans for you, Gabrielle. I created a life for you. And this is how you show your gratitude. All dressed up and ready for court. How do I look? And you think you can go to court? I never loved your father. I just wanted his money. You've been a nuisance to me ever since the day he died. You think you can wear a beautiful gown? You think that's acceptable? You should be in rags! Worn out rags, that's all you deserve! Stop! I am no longer your mother! Gabrielle, you are no longer welcome here. Out of my house! Why did she make me doubt myself? I was doing so well!
Sweet child, hurry, you shall be late for the banquet.
No, look, everything is ruined.
Hurry, the prince needs you. He wants you.
No, I can't.
Why do you think he's having this second event tonight? To try to find you.
Every time I take a step forward, Madame pushes me back. The prince would never love me if he saw me as I truly am. I can't keep fighting.
If you have a dream, then very soon thereafter, you're going to have to fight for it. Why otherwise? How would you know the dream is yours?
But my life!
Exactly. It is your life. Beyond the voice that keeps insisting no, there is something more than doubting, breaking through the darkness, something that will set your heart aglow.
tatters. It's all I have.
Yes, perhaps we need even more tatters. More rags, rags, rags.
What?
Tatters and shatters and bags. Make the new from old. Tatters that matter in rags. Spin them into gold. Now, place these rags in your bag. Now remember, the magic is gone at midnight.
The magic is gone at midnight. Is there anything else?
Well, the glass slippers are already upon your feet. And, oh yes, this book that Jean-Michel gave you about the world. Now you have only the entire world to help you. Now you can go wherever you want to go. Do whatever you want to do. Now you can be whatever you want to be. And love is the song you will sing your whole life through. Move on, mountain. The skies, make a wish come true. There is music in you. Dinner is served.
This is still an option.
Your Majestic Highness, I believe all the guests have arrived. It's time for dinner.
But I'm waiting for her. She has to come.
Very well, sire. But be warned, this party is a pack of gossips. I'd hurry along if I were you.
Prince Topher!
You're here.
I'm sorry I'm late. I'm so glad.
I knew if I had a banquet you would come.
And I'm sorry I ran away before.
You're even more beautiful than I remembered.
Did you really have this banquet just for me?
I would have 100 banquets just to find you.
Really? And that part about me being more beautiful than you remember, that's real too?
Yes, yes, of course.
Wow. What do you know about that?
I've been thinking about you, and I've been thinking about what you said, about the people having their homes taken away. The court tells me to ignore such talk, but...
But you know if you're going to be king, you have to pay attention to things people may tell you to ignore.
Yes, yes, and I want to meet all of my people. Not just the ones Sebastian lets me see. But I just don't know how. It's impossible.
That's gonna be more possible than you can even imagine. My friend Jean-Michel and my sister Gabrielle are headed here right now with some of your people.
To talk to me? But if things are as bad as you say, then they'll be angry with me.
I think if you can do battle with a giant or a dragon, you can handle a person who just wants to talk to you.
Okay, you're good.
Just be yourself. They'll see the man that I see. They're coming!
Oh, wait, what's your name?
Just trust me, because I'm your one true friend. Friends, come, meet Prince Topher. Just don't say my name.
I won't say your name, and I won't even ask about the gold dress. Are you all right?
Yes, yes. Jean-Michel, a good man with a lot of wonderful ideas.
Oh, no, it's nice to meet you.
And Gabrielle, my sister. And this is Yvonne, and her baby.
Oh, I see the resemblance.
And this is Sam.
It's an honor to meet you.
Well, it's an honor to meet you.
Guys, this prince is all right.
Oh, okay. I'm holding a baby.
Prince Topher, Jean-Michel has something he'd like to say to you.
These people have had their homes and property taken from them. I've said this before, but now I know what it is to have someone you love lose their home. We need your help. We need to have our voices heard. For you just can't wait to be served by fate on a silver plate or a tray. Now is the time of your life, the time of your life is today.
Yes, I see, and trust me, I too know what it's like to be overlooked. And I want to help you, but how?
All fiddle-dee-dee, fiddle-dee-faddle-dee-fumble. All the dreams in all the world go oops, and out they tumble.
Of course! It's here!
What's here?
Do you know it?
Oh, I read it at university.
Look, chapter 2.
Of course, chapter 2.
Aha, chapter 2. I didn't get that far.
Chapter 2, I should have known. People, I think we might have a plan.
I knew you would.
Long live Prince Topher! A future king!
Yeah!
Prince Topher, what are you doing surrounded by these ragamuffins?
Sebastian, you said nobody needed our help. What do you call these people?
From their attire, I assume artists.
We demand to have our voices heard.
A beheading will not be out of place here.
Yes, all must be seen and heard. That's a very good idea.
What's going on?
Now, there is a way for all to be seen and heard. It's in this book. In 1 month, let's all vote for a new job which I shall create. The post of, Prime Minister. Somebody who will counsel me. I nominate our current Lord Protector, Sebastian.
I am unworthy, sire.
And I also nominate this man, Jean-Michel. Let the people decide. The way things are or the way things could be. And everybody, rich or poor, only gets 1 vote.
1 person? 1 vote? Where's the fun in that?
People, in 1 month, I give you an election.
When a guy, he's a plain and simple, complicated,
Right.
fascinating.
And now, everyone, rich and poor, to the castle for a free banquet.
You did it! I knew you could.
I did do it. And I think I know who I am now.
You're smiling. I've seen you smile before, but never like that.
I know the king that I can be. Just, fair, and kind-hearted.
You seem so sure of yourself. So sure of everything.
I feel like I can answer any question that gets thrown at me.
You can.
With you, I can. There's just one question that I don't have an answer for. Do I love you because you're beautiful? Or are you beautiful because I love you? Am I making believe I see in you a girl too lovely to be really true? Do I want you because you're wonderful? Or are you wonderful because I want you? Are you the sweet invention of a lover's dream? Or are you really as beautiful as you seem?
Too perfect to be really true. Do I
extension of a lover's dream? Or are you really as wonderful as you
And now, I feel like we really can change the world. You and I.
To the banquet?
To the banquet.
What time is it?
Well, only midnight. Why?
Midnight? I have to go.
Go again. Why?
I must go.
But how can you leave me? Why must you leave?
If you saw who I truly was, you would never want me.
Wait! Guards! Guards, help! Aha!
And all is well. A great day in the kingdom. In 1 month, we'll be our first free election for Prime Minister of the land. Our candidates are Jean-Michel and our current Lord Protector, Sebastian. But tomorrow, all women come to the castle to try on the glass slipper. Whosoever fits it shall be married to the prince. This is the longest news cycle I have ever shouted. I'll be back at 11 with the local weather and sports. The prince intends to search until he finds the girl who fits the bill. Well, not the bill, the shoe, I mean the shoe to fit a queen. The shoe does not fit. The shoe does not fit.
She has to come. The shoe is made of Venetian glass, which means it can only fit one person. I mean, that's why she left it, right?
It doesn't look good.
Hi, Prince. Come on.
How goes it?
Now, when you try on the shoe, make eye contact with His Highness. For our family, you shall try the shoe on first.
Don't you mean only? No one has seen Cinderella since you yelled at her 2 nights ago. And you got rid of Gabrielle because she likes that guy who might be our new prime minister. Wow, good call there.
I do not know what is going on in this world anymore. Everything I felt holy and true is trash. That which meant nothing now appears to mean everything.
Here goes nothing. Me again. Hey.
Gabrielle, there you are. I have decided if I become prime minister, I'm gonna marry you.
Whoa. The stakes are really piling up.
It does not fit.
Of course it doesn't fit. I'm not the girl the prince has fallen in love with. None of us are that girl.
Was that the last eligible young lady in our kingdom?
She appears to be, yes.
Well, she can't be.
I told you she wouldn't come. Now can we end this charade?
Everybody, truly tried on the slipper?
I haven't tried on the slipper.
Everything has led you to this moment. Now you have something to believe in. Yourself.
Roll and fiddle-dee-dee, fiddle-dee-faddle-dee-foodle. All the dreamers in the world are dizzy in the noodle.
Fine. Make yourself ridiculous. Try on the slipper.
It's too rich.
You can do it?
That's my sister!
Have we met before?
Yes, and we are seeing each other for the first time right now. The shoe fits!
It is you. You who danced with me and showed me my whole kingdom and offered me water that day I was thirsty. Oh, please, don't leave me again. I don't think I could bear it.
It was you? We both know how horribly I have treated you ever since your father's death. It would be beyond reason to expect some of your famous kindness. I'm not worthy.
Madame, you have treated me very poorly indeed. I say to you now the 3 kindest words I know. I forgive you.
Thank you.
Do you think that includes me?
For you, it probably involves several hours of community service.
You're amazing. Could I maybe learn your name now?
Cinderella.
Cinderella. It's beautiful.
It's a name I once hated, but starting today I'll keep. So that from now on, when anyone thinks something is impossible, they'll just say my name and know better.
Cinderella, I love you so much. I just don't know what to do.
Oh, well, is marriage still on the table?
Oh, well, yes. Yes, of course. I mean, yes. Yes, of course. You have to marry me. I mean, will you marry me? I mean, Cinderella, will you marry me?
Yes, my handsome prince. I will marry you.
I have to go on this. I don't know if I should go on or not.
In the arms of my love.
In the arms of my love, I'm flying. By meadow and glen, and I like it so well. That for all I can tell, I like it so well. And I like it so well that for all I can tell, I may never come down again. I may never come down to earth again.
Okay. So I just want to say a big thank you to everyone backstage, all the volunteers, all the parents, anyone who helped make this show the way it was. I would like to call up on stage Mrs. Farian, Miss Farian, Mrs. Gertson, and Mrs. Lemke. These girls have put so much time and effort into our play to make it what they have. Like, I'm gonna start crying, but like, I'm so thankful to have them. They've helped us, guided us through all the gifts that God gave us, and helped us turn it into an amazing show. And I hope that they will accept these gifts that we have to show our appreciation. Small gifts. I don't know if she's on stage yet. Oh, there she is. Woo! Come down here.
Okay, we have 2 grads that are graduating this year, so I want to call up our Prince Topher. Caroline. As you can tell, these 2 are very, very special to us. We're going to miss them so much, and I just have something to say to you. I'm not going to cry yet. Okay. Adam and Caroline, I can't believe this day has come that you 2 are graduating. You have done an absolutely incredible job as Ella and Topher.
You've blown all our expectations away and created magic on the stage. We have loved watching you grow through the years and seeing your talent flourish. We're going to miss having you in theater more than I can express, but just know, no matter where God takes you in life, this big, crazy, wonderful Lighthouse Theater family will always be here for you. You couldn't just...
If you tried. We are so proud of both of you, and we pray your futures will be filled with blessings. We love you guys with all our hearts. Congratulations. On behalf of Lighthouse Theater, we just want to thank all of you for coming. It's been a total joy and honor to perform for you tonight, and it took a multitude of people to do this, and we just want to give our thanks to all of them too. Good night, everybody. Thank you.